Right, let's get this bad boy in. What you doing this way? This way. Ta-da! Forgot the gaskets. Yeah, so all of our new turbos you buy here, they all come with a gasket kit. Hard handy, it's all there. Your oil for priming the turbo, your copper bolts, studs if you need them, and you get your exhaust manifold gasket and the exhaust gasket itself, and one for the EGR, which we probably won't be using. Turbo is in. Bit of bollocks in there with nuts and stuff. That's her lipped up. Right, so take a little look down here. We've got our oil feed on, turbo's been primed, blanking kit on, and we have our exhaust bolts done. So that's all done down the back. And now I think we'll fit the inlet manifold, and then we will put on the intake pipe, and then we'll whip off this intercooler and get her out and get her all cleaned up. So that's the plan for the next minute or two. Right. Intake all on, EGR delete pipe, everything all zipped up. So we are going to now clean out this intercooler. Might put some degreaser into it and give it a shake about and clean it all out. That sounded a bit fucking silly. Oh, it's looking a bit stupid. Anyways, that's what we're gonna do. So the way we do these is we'll just get a shot of degreaser and we will pour it in here. We will let that sit in there. Let's get our stuff out. Now, and then we just repeat that process until we think she's clean. We'll do that a few times and get her fully cleaned out. You can even see in there starting to get clean already. So we'll do that another few times and that'll be her cleaned out. Right, bottom pipes are on. Now let's do a bit at the top here. Right, so if you can see here now, this is a horseshoe clip connection. And then the connection on our EGR pipe is going to be one of these. So we're just going to cut off the horseshoe clip, the connection, and I'll be able to slide it up into here and use one of these. Right lads, so here we are now. EGR delete fitted. We had to cut this pipe to get this on, as you can see here. We had to cut off the horseshoe clip. So that's all done, intercooler all nipped up. And we're ready to let her down off these jacks. And we are ready to bring her for a spin and see where we're at. So yeah, we'll let her down now. We'll let her down and I'll put some air in the tyres and we'll bring her for a spin and see if we are back spooling up. Right, let's do it. Back up and running. Right, we'll get her out on the road and see how she's going. Right lads, so turbo all fitted, EGR fitted, the delete kit, everything all fitted. Yeah, so let's just see how she runs here. Everything went quite smooth. We didn't really run into many hiccups. People were wondering and messaging kind of, you know, when are the videos coming out, or is there much of a schedule to them, but I can't really tell you exactly. They're gonna, you know, that they're going to be out every Friday or every week. It's hard to just find time to do the work on the cars, do the work that we have in the garage, go to work, and then edit all these videos. So look, I'll try and stick to maybe every second week or something. So it'll give me a chance to do something with the cars and do something with the kind of stuff we have at the house. Putting one out every week, I just don't think, there won't be a whole pile going on, you know. There could be 1 week where you're waiting for parts to come for yoke and it might come for 2 weeks, so we might go for every 2 weeks, or kind of as stuff is happening, and we'll try and get content out to you and keep you updated with what's going on. But yeah, out first drive in the Fabia since we fitted the new turbo. Everything seems to be running smoothly. We're back being able to spool up, which is fucking unreal. Because as you see in the last few videos, the fins on the turbo were in absolute bits, but no, we definitely have boost on here. It seems to be coming on nicely as well. There's a third gear pull. Oh yeah, what's beeping at me now? Window washers. Whew. Just the window washers. But no, this yoke seems to be running smooth. The next sort of step with this car now is try and find the test date, get her booked in for a test. I'm not going to do any of the work really on it, I'm just going to book it in for a test, let them tell me what it needs, and just fix it from there. So that's the next step. This yoke seems to be running lovely and smooth, which is an absolute relief, thank God. Just wasn't sure. Well, we're kind of just hoping it was the turbo and nothing else majorly wrong, but it is just the turbo, so we're all good here. Sorry, I had to pull in there for someone. Little country roads. But yeah, next step, book her in for a test, get a test date, and go from there. That's what we're going to do. Just kind of see, let them tell me what it needs. You know, there's not much point to me changing a heap of stuff, and yeah, just I want to drive it. I want to drive it every day and kind of just see, does it, you know, it hasn't been driven in a while every day, so it'd be nice to get out on the road, drive it every day for a bit and just see, is everything running right? Is anything else going to go wrong with it? I don't want to be selling to somebody and then they tell me that something's gone wrong and trying to put it back on me. So yeah, look at, that's the next plan with the next video. I'll have a bit of content coming with the transporter. We're going to try and get it ready for its first start and try and get her started on the original 1.6 TD. Once we get it started then and get this moved on, we can start putting some serious work into the transporter and get it start on the welding and get going with it. So look, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you could like and subscribe, that'd be unreal. It'd mean a lot to me. And yeah, look, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.